fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
presentation of BFA Sports.
Williamstown High School, home of the Braves. Tonight's West Jersey Football League matchup features the Chiefs of Cherokee High School against your
We're live in Williamstown. The Braves tonight, after a big win last week against Rancocas Valley, they take on Cherokee, the 3-3 Chiefs of Cherokee and the 2-4 Braves, live tonight on BFA. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Lozzi, back with Mike Shute. For the Braves last week, they're coming off of an impressive win against Rancocas Valley. We talked about the things that have been hurting the Braves this year: discipline, turnovers, 3 flags in the game, and 1 turnover.
And hey, you know, this is exactly, when you're a coach, you're also a teacher, Chris, and this team is learning as they go along. And it's got to make Coach Frank Cusatole happy to see that his team has learned from their past mistakes, got a huge win last week, a big upset of Rancocas Valley, and now they look forward to this one again, another game that I think, you know, if you ask around the South Jersey community, the people probably mostly are picking Cherokee to win this one, but it's another chance for Williamstown to take the next step, improve on mistakes, get better, and win against another quality opponent.
Texted Frank the day after, and I said, good win for you guys, and all he said was thanks. But during the week, he was saying things like that, you know, it's the things to build on and keep doing that, but he's crediting the coaching staff and how they've been more disciplined, and the defense played very well. Now, they faced an RV team last week that really had no passing game, and Mike Seidenberg, the defensive coordinator, took advantage of that. He put 8-9 up in the box.
Yeah, I mean, Rancocas Valley has a really good quarterback, but he lost a lot of his weapons from the year before. So, you know, it took a little bit away from the RV attack. Not taking anything away from Williamstown, it still was a team that was highly heralded. They were still, RV was still ranked among the top teams despite their loss to Camden the week before. So clearly, Williamstown stepped it up a notch and is, you know, now looking to do it again this week by taking on another quality opponent here when they face, as they're facing Cherokee.
And that quality opponent, the Chiefs, they broke their 3-game losing streak last week with a win against Shawnee. They started the season at 2-0, and I know you mentioned it before, but a new coach, as Coach Glatz leaves. And what can you tell us about Coach DeVise?
Yeah, Sean DeVise has taken over. He was the offensive coordinator the last 7 years for this team, so, and he's a Cherokee guy through and through, Chris. Was before the offensive coordinator role, he was an offensive assistant for 14, 15 years. He's a 1999 Cherokee graduate, so he's been in the program going back to Coach John Scott in the late 90s, and of course worked under head coach P.J. Megan, and then last year the head coach who he's taken over for this year, Glatz. So now it's DeVise's turn to kind of lead the Chiefs here, and again, a guy that played at Cherokee, so he's familiar with the Cherokee way, right? The way things have gone for them over the years. He knows exactly what he wants from his players, and his players know exactly what the coach wants from them. So it's a good setup for this team.
You're
in terms of continuity.
Sorry about that. You're looking at Vince Romano, tonight's official, and Williamstown won the toss. They deferred, which means that Cherokee's offense will be on the field first, and you saw Captain Gavin Helligman for the Chiefs. As he was the speaking captain, he lost the toss. So for the first time, it'll be the Braves in their all blue this year against Cherokee wearing the all white. When we come back, our national anthem from Williamstown.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable, Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lovers Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza and new Ranch Lovers Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share. And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only at Pizza Hut.
Braves are good for Mr. Frank Pizzatola. This is Mike Seidenberg.
Field, and we welcome you tonight. A chilly night in Williamstown as we're here in the booth. I'm Chris, that's Mike, and I think we got the camera coming up soon. So, anyway, but you can see there we go. Hello, everybody. Okay, like I said, I'm Chris, that's Mike, and welcome back to the broadcast. And you like our little screen behind us. Now, it's a little chilly in the booth tonight, isn't it?
Well, it's fall. Fall has arrived finally,
Yeah.
Chris. I mean, we've been dealing with...
There you are.
Fall has arrived. We've been dealing with unseasonably warm temperatures throughout September. October's here. It's fall. It's football. Let's go. It's homecoming. Lots going on tonight here at Williamstown.
He said, let's go. 58 degrees and beautiful. It's football weather, and for the Braves to build on that win last week against RV. And you see Williamstown in their blue, and they are now assembling for what we believe to be tonight's national anthem, although Captain Logan Kennedy, number 60,
Ladies and gentlemen, this
middle of the
time we
field.
ask all that are able to please rise and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem by the Williamstown High School Marching Braves.
Who's up?
Anthem in Williamstown and the home of the Braves, and that's where we are tonight as we get set for tonight's game. Cherokee at Williamstown. Again, the Chiefs are at 3-3, and the Braves at 2-4, and that's our setup live from George Ormsby Field here in Williamstown. I'm Chris Lozzi along with Mike Shute and the BFA Sports crew here tonight. Mike mentioned it's a chilly night because fall has arrived. But it's nice and cozy in here. Got the heater behind us. That seems like that's on all year round, but now we could use it.
Yeah, it's always heat season in the booth up here. But
also, a reminder that we have placed an order with Pizza Hut, one of Ed Herron's facilities, the closest one here. We wasn't sure which one was closer, Glassboro or Blackwood Clementon Road, so we went with Glassboro. And we are awaiting that delivery, and then we can share that with you as well, because Williamstown football is exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut, and hopefully to deliver another victory and make it 2 in a row. As we talk about it each week, there's Frank Pizzatola, The special teams are his, and Cole Snyder will kick things off to start the proceedings tonight.
So if you're thinking about just this game in general and the competition here, one common opponent between the two teams, Cherokee beat Shawnee last week by the score of 22-21. And we know, of course, Williamstown faced off with Shawnee a little bit earlier on this season in, week 2, lost 24-21. So if that's any kind of comparison, you can expect a pretty close game here tonight amongst these two schools. Former great rivals. I mean, these two teams go back a ways to playing some really tough games. And in fact, Cherokee has won the last 4 in the series, including 2 times in the 2022, including the postseason.
Friday night football, we're underway. Mateo Rosario returning the kick for the Chiefs, and he's up at the 22-yard line. And we hope you enjoy it tonight. We know it's been a very tough 24 hours, Philadelphia, and this sports hangover of misery and mourning and just doom and gloom.
It's been more than that. Go back to last Saturday. Phillies lose game 1.
Yeah.
Eagles lose Sunday. It's been the whole week.
It's been rough. So let's enjoy it. Now hold on. We've got Vince Romano stopping for a second. And now we go. Cooper Birdie at quarterback again for Cherokee. He was the quarterback last year, and the first play from scrimmage is a handoff up the middle for about 3.
Cherokee carry Dylan Kalinsky.
For Dylan Kalinsky.
The Braves will play
Tackle made by Elijah Campbell. Aiden Alexander, or Aiden Azaraku in there. I corrected myself. By the way, I know that Donovan's getting ready.
After the gain on the play,
Dallas and the Carolina Panthers.
And 7 for Cherokee.
We'll try to reach out to him anyway. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7, Birdie. Hand off, nowhere. Again, Kalinsky trying the right side.
On the carry.
And the Braves stop it. And we've got stop the clock, got a flag down.
Flag down at the end of the play.
It's got to be against the offense. Mike, wouldn't you agree? Vince Romano says it's a hold.
Indication is holding against Cherokee.
And let's test the microphone.
Ruben Lozada got in there and made the tackle, but they're going to nullify this play on the penalty, so you'll have 2nd and long.
No, he's not going to turn it on. Does he realize he's Mike? Come on, Vince. You don't want to do it. Oh, now he's going to do it. He's not going to do it.
So the quarterback, Cooper Birdie for Cherokee, Chris, outstanding baseball player. He's already committed to University of Tennessee for baseball.
Yep.
He was a standout on that Cherokee team that we saw on BFA Sports in the springtime.
You saw it on BFA Sports. I saw it behind the plate.
Well, yeah. But,
Birdie, screen pass to the far side, and that's not going to go far at all. So the Braves decide to accept the penalty.
Is complete to Dylan Kalinsky. Is the flag
And
down
Kalinsky, we have another flag down after a gain of 2.
So Birdie was a standout on that baseball team that won the South Jersey Group 4 title for Cherokee. See him with the lefty there, firing it out in the flat.
I believe he was the center fielder that came in and closed that game, if I'm not mistaken. Right? He didn't start.
He did not start.
One of the lefties started.
2 of the seniors, though, I think, that were that both pitched.
I thought Birdie came in and threw in the end. I swear to God. I might have the lineup still.
I probably do.
No, I gave it to Coach. But anyway, short gain. The penalty was declined, so it's 3rd down and 13 officially. First drive of the day. Ball at the 19-yard line. And shotgun for Birdie and the Chiefs. And they're going to roll him out. Sets near side, and he's got
Turkey pass by Birdie is
Barber Giovanni. But Barber Giovanni's nowhere near the marker. And 4th down. Oh, they're going to say 1st down. Barber Giovanni's got a 1st down.
Result of the completion is a Cherokee 1st down.
So there's Coach Frank. Talked to him again during the week, and he was excited. I mean, obviously you get a victory, and you know you have a good week of practice. And I always ask him that, and he said we had an excellent week of practice. Excellent week of practice. As there's one of the Kwan twins. That's Josh. Defense 1st down now for the Chiefs at the 33. That was a gain of 14. Birdie keeps. Birdie caught behind the line of scrimmage, gets maybe a couple.
Keeper for Cherokee. Tackle for the Braves made by DR Macbeth.
DR Macbeth with the stop, as you heard.
A yard on the carry makes it 2nd down and 9.
So short gain,
Cherokee.
2nd down and 9 coming up.
So for Birdie in front of him, he's got 3 returning offensive linemen, all seniors. Heiligman, Skaversky, Brisky are up front. Heiligman's at the right tackle. Skaversky's the center, and the left guard is Brisky. So those 3 guys are all seniors back on this team.
Birdie wasn't ready. The snap is on the ground, and the Braves have it. Recovered by Trey Alexander. A mistake that cost Cherokee.
So Coach DeVries was saying they're going to key on the running back Alexander, but they didn't think Alexander's going to be able to pick up a play like this necessarily. So he's making a big play defensively. Now he's going to get a chance to do it on the offensive side.
Well, it was a good snap, but unfortunately Birdie wasn't ready to field it. Williamstown offense, 1st down at the 32, and Tyson Foreman. Great night last week. Over 160 yards passing, of course, the big touchdown, 48 to Elijah Campbell. That's Trey Alexander's first carry. He gets about 4.
So this week on NJ.com, there's an article, Meet These 40 New Jersey football underclassmen heating up in League 6. First, you slide down your screen, picture of Trey Alexander right there, bam, running the ball against Timber Creek. They listed it in alphabetical order, so Trey Alexander was also the first player they listed, talking about what a great season he is, already with offers from Syracuse and Pitt for Trey Alexander, just a sophomore. There he is, number 5.
Up the middle, breaking tackles, and Trey Alexander's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown. 2-play drive. Alexander got the fumble recovery, and now Alexander goes into the end zone from 28 out.
Could be the Trey Alexander show tonight. He gets the fumble recovery, makes the play there, and just having a great season all around. Has had 475 yards on the ground coming into tonight. A big break there as he takes off and scores. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Pardon me. It's his 8th touchdown of the season, 8th rushing touchdown of the season. The team has 9.
That's how you capitalize off the turnover. Snyder with the extra point. 8:38. First quarter. The Braves are up 7-0 on BFA.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
The turnover, and you saw the reaction of Frank Fusatola, and 7-0. It was a botched snap on the shotgun. Alexander picked it up. Guarded riding, play 32-yard drive. Braves are up.
Nicely done. Nick Penson down there getting the camera angles in tight on Coach Fusatola. See him down there. Good work. And it's looking good for the Braves tonight so far. Off to a great start. Really, you couldn't ask for more than this. Getting great field position on the first drive. 2 plays. Bing, bang, boom, touchdown.
Shout out to Dave Virgilio because the monitor looks really good tonight, doesn't it? Look at the colors on that monitor. I complained about it. Maybe that was clarity. Up the middle on the return. That's Matthew. No, it's not. It is Rosario again. And good return. And Cherokee starts outside the 30-yard line.
About a 28-yard return there from the 7 to the 35. Just right down the gut with this one. No zigging, no zagging. Just trying to make the shortest distance between 2 lines, or 2 points, a straight line. That's where he was trying to go.
So Birdie and the Chiefs back on offense. They put the ball at the 35-yard line. 7-0 Williamstown. They capitalized on a botched snap. on the first drive for Cherokee.
Birdie came into tonight 50 for 93, 535 passing yards, 4 touchdowns and a pick.
Well, now he's got picked again. And that is Prunty. Kaishin with the pick. Josh Shartop was the intended target. And that's another pick for Birdie, and the Braves are back on offense.
So a quick look to the left, then he threw to the right. Prunty had that one lined up. He just overshot his receiver there, and Prunty angled his way underneath it to make the catch, looking for Shartop, one of the captains on his team, but he couldn't get it.
So the Braves on offense again. 2 turnovers back-to-back for the Chiefs. Can Williamstown capitalize again? This time they're at their own 34. And that's where Foreman will set up shop for the Williamstown offense. Still waiting for that Pizza Hut order, right? Jet sweep. Carney. And he got popped as he got across the 40-yard line. But a good gain on first down, close to 7.
Lorenzo Lontock with the hit there. You see him, number 16. Was able to bump him out of bounds. Here's another look at it from field level. You might get a little bit of a taste of the feel of this hit.
Oh, yeah.
Bang.
Well, they tell you that you got to wrap up this year, so none of that. Second and short. Alexander, big hole. First down across the midfield to the Cherokee 49-yard line. 3 carries for Alexander, all positive.
Just getting huge chunks right now. The first play on this drive was 9 yards. That one was about another 9. So Williamstown moving the ball nicely here in the early going. I think the one thing you got to say, Chris, is that from week 1 to today, you've seen tremendous improvement on this Williamstown offensive line. I think they've gotten better and better each week, and Alexander getting more and more comfortable behind them each week.
Prunty on the sweep to the far side. Nice cutback. Kaishim still going down the sideline. He's tripped up at the 23-yard line. Great return, great run off the sweep by Prunty. Big gain. Is there a flag down?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you see it back now. It's right at the end.
There, it's a little bit late in terms of the run, but
it's at the end of the run. See if we can see it again.
It's probably going to be a hole against the wide receiver
block
out there. Probably right ahead of the play right there.
Well, Vince Romano will tell us. And it's going to come back. There's Vince. And they've already stepped it off, so I guess, as you mentioned, it was downfield. So it will be first down and about 3 following the penalty, because we were fortunate at the spot, and the spot was beyond the line of scrimmage.
That's the rare occasion where a penalty doesn't hurt a team necessarily.
Well,
I mean, yes, it took away from the long run, but you're still looking at 1st and 3, 1st and 4 here.
Well, we're actually looking at close to a first down as Alexander gets inside the 40-yard line. Now we'll have to see on the spot. Just about halfway through the first tonight.
Trey Alexander.
Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here. Braves looking for 2 in a row after beating RV last week, and it is a first down for Williamstown at the 39-yard line.
Alexander, last week, 21 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns in the upset over RV. Also blocked a punt that helped set up that 2nd touchdown of the game. So certainly a huge game for Trey. He's also leading the team in tackles defensively, so he's doing it all on this Williamstown team. Really, an impressive athlete.
Which is why he was probably
Tyson Foreman on the keeper for the Braves.
The cover or the
Cherokee tackle made
on the
by
NJ.com
Truesdale.
Players to watch. There's a gain of 4. Foreman keeps on the left side.
Gain of 5 for Foreman on the carry. It makes it 2nd down and 5 to go.
We'll call it 2nd down and about 6. Ball at the 36-yard line. And just inside the 30, Foreman another run and a cutback, and he is wrapped up.
Preston Foreman on the carry.
Teddy Skaversky on that tackle.
Teddy Skaversky.
Short of the first down, third down and short coming up.
Third down and 4 to go for the
Both sides of
Braves.
the line here tonight for Cherokee.
I only gave him a yard on that play. Two down territory for the Braves. At the 30 is the marker. They fake Prunty on the sweep. They bring it back. And that's another missed tackle and then a fumble. And the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Van Barry. There's a fumble on the play, though. Ball recovered for Cherokee by Teddy Skaversky.
Skaversky with it. This had a big game written all over it.
Go for Cherokee on the turnover.
How about Skaversky? He's playing on
the
the defensive line, defensive tackle, and he comes back all the way to help out to make the play, winds up scooping up the loose ball and the fumble.
Christopher Foster, by the way, coughed that up after the game. So now the Chiefs get it back, and the turnover battle is 2-1. And we're 4 minutes and 41 seconds still on the clock in the first quarter. We've had 3 turnovers already. At the 20, Chiefs back on offense, and they dodged a bullet there.
A little bit of bad luck for Williamstown, Chris. I mean, sometimes a guy tries to make a play and it just backfires, and that's what happened there.
And they'll go to the run. Kalinsky got about 4.
Dylan Kalinsky on the carry for Cherokee.
He came in.
Tackle the Braves made by Jawan Carney.
With 34 carries for 178 yards and a touchdown. Cherokee is without their top rusher, Brendan Markovsky. He suffered an injury a couple of weeks ago. So they've been playing without him. An ankle injury. And that kind of takes a little bit out of this Cherokee attack. But certainly they've got faith in Kalinsky to get the job done. He does have nice numbers.
They go up the middle again.
Dylan
Lit up as
Kalinsky on the
Kalinsky after
carry.
about 3.
Several Braves in on the stop.
So it's a third down and about 4 yards for Cherokee. And, you know, the one thing that the pick does is it kind of gives some apprehension to Birdie to put the ball up in the air, don't you think?
Sure, he's going to be a little bit more careful. That's kind of what you would expect to see at this point. But, you know, Birdie's a really high-level competitive kid. And, you know, I think he's got the mental makeup to kind of get past that. And he'll keep slinging it.
He's going to sling it here on third and short. And he has got Shartoff. First down.
Is complete to Josh Shartoff.
Shartoff leads the team in receiving yards with 179. Also, he actually second on the team in catches. That was 16.
45-yard line will be
And a
first
really
down and
good
10 to
throw
go.
there. Put it right out in front of him where only his guy could get it. Nice catch, nice gain for Cherokee as they start to build a little momentum here the other way.
At their 45, 2:40 to go in the first. And Birdie hands off. Kalinsky still going. Look at Kalinsky battling.
Cherokee carry.
He got 7.
Kalinsky.
Second down coming up. Braves really did a nice job defensively last week. They
Braves tackle on the
on
play,
stopping the
Matt
run as well,
Lodge.
which is all RV had offensively.
Second down and 4 to go.
Figures that you weren't there.
Ball is at the 49-yard
that's-
line of the Braves.
Actually, the funny thing is, oh no, there's nothing funny about it. I was going to say, I thought that for a second there, I was thinking that the Braves won the game. You weren't at and the game. Like they're going to just say, hey, we just want one of you guys from now on. Don't send 2.
Cooper Birdie on the keeper.
Birdie keeps, and he'll get a first down. He's to the Brave 43.
First tackle made by Josh Kwan.
Cherokee with this tough stretch they're going to bounce back from with the win last week against Shawnee. They lost 3 in a row at St. Augustine, home against Mainland, home against Atlantic City. And in that game against Atlantic City back on a couple weeks ago on September 26th, they had a chance to win. They got the ball down in the red zone in the last 10, 12 seconds of the game there, but just couldn't get it across.
There's another gain for Kalinsky inside the Brave 30.
Goes for Cherokee, first down.
And this is kind of
the Braves made by
Cherokee football here, right? Just kind of
first and 10 for Cherokee.
Slam and bang your way to big gains.
29-yard line.
Well, not big gains, but
no, I got it. Chunk plays, right?
Yeah.
Smell that pizza outside the booth. I'm wondering what did you order again? Tell me what you ordered again. Didn't you order? What did you order? Ranch?
Yeah, something like that. Some kind of chicken ranch thing in the doodle. Flatbread.
Yeah, I think that was it. Birdie fakes it and keeps. And it's to the 25, a gain of a couple.
The keeper for Cherokee. Raised tackle made by Aiden Iziraku.
Here's Iziraku.
Gain of 3 on the play by Birdie.
So if you remember last year, Cherokee had Brad Campfield, really strong running back, really powered the win for Cherokee last year against Williamstown. He's now at University of Albany. And of course, the lineman Terrian, he's at Villanova.
He sure is.
And also Dylan Growl, he was on the offensive line last year. I believe he is at Stroudsburg. So they had a lot of guys from that team last year.
The first quarter, your score
good spots,
at the end of one quarter, Braves 7. Cherokee 0.
After one tonight, it's 7-0 Braves on BFA.
Congratulations and best wishes.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
A lot of action in 12 minutes. We've had 3 turnovers, and the only score is a Williamstown 28-yard run by Trey Alexander, and they lead 7-0 as we start the second. Cherokee on the move, though. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here. Chilly night in Monroe Township. I look forward to these nights because, this is where you're okay with being in this, in the sweat box in this booth here. So when we come back to action, Cherokee has the ball at the 25-yard line and a second down and about 7. Cooper Birdie at quarterback. Kalinsky with the carry, big hole right side, first down.
Cherokee carry, Dylan Kalinsky to start the second quarter.
Inside the 20s, down to the 15-yard line.
Bounced off the right side there, sprung a little bit on the right tackle by Highland.
Is a Cherokee
He was able to
first
get the block and
down.
help Kalinsky burst through for that first down.
First down at the Braves 15-yard line. Will be first down and 10 to go.
All of a sudden, Cherokee has the momentum, and Williamstown can't stop the run at all.
Heiligman, big number 77 there on the right-hand side of that Cherokee line. One of the senior captains on this team, as you mentioned, Chris, earlier.
Kalinsky again, and he's wrapped up after a couple. Matt Lom.
Tackle made by Matt Lom.
Lom's done a good job this year. We've been mentioning him quite often. This is from ground level. Coming right at you.
There's a rocket when he got tied up there. If that's who it is, the shirt got pulled up on that block. I think that's who it was.
I think it's
yeah, he's 11, Aiden Ezeraku. He got it.
Well, then 2 people have their shirts up. So did John Carney. Sweep to the right side. Shartop cuts it back. Shartop's still going. How about those big guys, right? Pushing the pile, but not for much. And a third down coming up.
That's probably most yards covered on a 2-yard gain. You're going to see it. He went across the field and back to the center. One last note on Heiligman while I'm talking about the offensive line and what they've been doing. So his aspiration is to be an aerospace engineer. So we'll see where that takes him. But I mean,
it's aiming high, literally.
Yes, as a you know.
Third and short, Kalinsky bangs his way, and I believe he's in for a touchdown. And he is. So the Chiefs are an extra point from tying this game. That's an impressive drive for Cherokee.
Absolutely. Watch him again. Bounce this one. A little bit out to the right. A good block there by, looked like the tight end, John Serzan. Actually listed as a wide receiver, number 15.
Unsuccessful 2-point conversion attempt.
Tried for 2 and they didn't get it. Macbeth came away with it, but stopped at the 1-yard line. Here it is again. They tried the muddle huddle. So what they did was they lined everybody up at the bottom of the screen, and I was waiting for them to come back, and they never did. 7-6, kickoff next.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
And get it on the Pizza Hut app. Williamstown Braves football and BFA delivered to you by Pizza Hut. And we're waiting for that delivery any minute now. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, Cherokee. 78-yard touchdown drive. Missed the 2-point conversion, then it's 7-6.
But here's the thing, Chris. Williamstown left a little opportunity on the bone there, if you will, a little meat on the bone. They had a chance to go down and score there. The fumble, it turns around, becomes 6 points for Cherokee. So what could have been a 14-0 lead, now a 7-6 advantage instead. So, you know, there's little points in the game that you got to point to and say, hey, we made that mistake. We can't let that happen again.
And that kickoff will go out of bounds. So you think Frank Fusatola will want to put the ball at the 35-yard line.
I almost thought they were going to be called for encroachment, too. There was one of the guys got a little bit of an early start.
St. John's kick goes out of bounds. Right there. So there are 3 options, Mike, and that's what Vince is going over to find out now. You can take the ball where it went out of bounds +5. You can take it 25 yards from the kick, or you can do 5 yards back in the re-kick, and guess what Frank chose? 25 yards from the kick, which is the 35-yard line.
Right.
So it's a first down.
I would think that would be the most common choice you would
First down and 10 for the Braves.
Yeah.
Taking it at 35.
And by the way, it was Van Barry, number 8, who had the fumble that set up Cherokee. Foreman keeps. Foreman goes to the far side. Tyson Foreman has to cut it back. Still going. Still going. Foreman is down at the 4-yard line. He fumbled, but he was down already. And here comes the confetti in the booth.
61-yard run for Foreman. That is a great run down the left side. And the real key to this is that little cutback he makes here down when he gets down around the 20, 25 at the other end. Good speed around the corner, good blocks out there as well. And it was late recognition there by the corner. And then he tried to catch up with him. Stop right there at the 25, cuts back to the middle, tried to go back the other way. Cherokee hustling back though. stops you from getting into the end zone. Good hustle for 48 there for Cherokee. One of the safeties for the Chiefs, Jonah Lee, just a freshman, but showing some hustle, coming all the way back to make that stop.
Steve Barbagiovanni was number 2. He was able to get the angle on him to make him cut to the inside. But a huge gain, as you mentioned. They're down at the 5-yard line.
So a 60-yard gain rather than 61 if they're going to put it at the 5.
Alexander. Here comes a pile push. Still going. His feet are still moving, so they're not going to blow it dead, and now they do, and he only get a yard, but that was an entertaining 1-yard carry.
On the stop for Cherokee.
Actually, it was Elijah Campbell.
Alfredo Belito.
Belito on the stop for Cherokee. 2nd and goal coming up. And everybody's buzzing now, and why not? Tyson Foreman, a 60-yard run, first play of the drive, all the way down to the Cherokee 5. 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter tonight. Braves have a 7-6 lead on the 3-3 Chiefs here on BFA tonight. From the 4-yard line, Alexander, Campbell in the backfield, and it'll be a timeout by the Braves. That's their first. We'll take it with them. 7:50 to go.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lovers Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lovers Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only at Pizza Hut.
Timeout by the Braves. It was their first of the half, and with the ball at the 4-yard line. And Frank Fusatola does that fairly regularly, Mike. He'll burn a timeout if it's something he doesn't like.
Well, that's the key, right? You know, you don't want to waste this opportunity. You've got to score here. You've got it at the 4 or the 3 now. I guess the 4. You know, so you want to make sure you punch it in here and come up with the play that's going to make you the most, give you the best chance to do so.
It's Ezeraku in motion, and Alexander only can get a yard. Chiefs stop that.
Cherokee player on the stop, Jonte Truesdale. It'll be
third down. Jonte Truesdale led the charge for the Chiefs. Definitely 4-down territory, right?
I would think so.
Although we talk about it each week, Snyder's one of the best kickers in South Jersey, and this is a gimme for him. So when you have the 3 in your pocket.
Sometimes when you're that close, that angle sometimes, right, if it's on the hash, can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge for certain kickers, especially if it's on the right hash for a right-footed kicker.
3rd down, Alexander. He is to the goal line, but I think he's short.
That was a great tackle there. Touchdown-saving tackle by Cherokee.
Truesdale did it again and kept him out of the end zone.
I think 53, Alfredo Belito got in there too to kind of help make that hit, but that was a good stick by Cherokee to keep Alexander out of the end zone. I thought he was getting in easily.
So 4th and goal. I was going to mention that some teams actually will take a delay of game penalty to put the ball back 5 yards to make that angle less severe. Here we go. Braves up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. And whistles. This is a timeout. The Braves again. Shows you how important Frank Fusatola wants these points. He wants to make sure everything is right. And they call their 2nd timeout of the half. We'll stay with it here to remind you that Braves football on BFA is delivered by Pizza Hut. And speaking of deliveries, I'm being told it'll be here in 15 minutes.
Look at that.
Good stuff. And we'll give you a report on it too. I mean, I think we got a dinner in a box coming, and because Dave's going to want some.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
everybody's going to want some.
Yeah.
People are going to be storming the booth.
Because nobody.
You better be prepared.
Nobody.
Fend these people off. Nobody
out pizzas the Hut. 2 timeouts for the Braves on this not only drive, but this one little series inside the 5.
The last 3 plays.
Here we go.
But again, important
That's
to
a
score.
timeout.
4th and goal. Foreman keeps and he'll find the end zone. Power from the Brave offensive line, and Foreman scores. Did you ever see 5'11", 160 go that fast, that forward? Tyson Foreman does it. And the lead is 6.
Well, it was really clear that everybody on the Williamstown side knew what they were doing and how they were going to do it. That was great work in unison by the guys in front of Foreman to just blow that open, and he just followed their footsteps right into the end zone.
And you know, that offensive line does a great job. But Thomas Wood, I mean, he got a lot of, let's call it guff for the flags early on, but he is blowing holes open for the Braves on that offensive line. Snyder is good. Braves are ahead by 8, 6:12 to go in the second.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
And that drive was Tyson Foreman's drive. He got the first play, ran 60 yards on a fake that really sold out everybody. And then they get down to the 5, a couple runs, but Foreman sneaks it in from the 1-yard line. And we've got a 14-6 lead for the Braves with 6:12 to go here in the second quarter. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports here tonight. Braves looking for their second win in a row after Rancoca's Valley.
And that's no small thing right now, Chris. I mean, you know, I know Williamstown's got a great tradition and great pride, but it's been a while since they've won back-to-back games, quite frankly. So this would be a huge accomplishment for the Braves.
This one is taken by Lorenzo Montauk, and he hit a wall at the 32-yard line.
And you know, just watching this team, right, from week to week, and from even kickoff of today, you know, to now, just in the 18 minutes of football we've played so far, you could just see the confidence growing in this team from opening week to now, and even in this game. It's really remarkable the amount of improvement, the amount of confidence they're showing, the amount of confidence they're showing in one another on the field. It's been a pretty fun progression and a pretty fun evolution to see.
Birdie dropped that one. He's able to fall on it.
Recovered by Cooper Birdie. He's down at the spot. Loss of 4. It'll be second
4-yard loss on that one.
And
I'm not sure what happened on that one. Dave, we have that one again? That was just right down the middle. Yep.
Just took his eye off it, really, I would say. Thinking ahead, one step ahead.
2nd and 14. This is a passing situation for Birdie, but nope. Kalinsky right side, going to get by Campbell, going to get a first down, and then Elijah brings him down, but not before a gain of 14.
Kalinsky and this Cherokee offense really utilizing the right side of the line, Chris. And I was mentioning Highlandman. He just seems to be able to spring those holes over there on the right.
Big boys on there, you know, Josh Taylor. We have to guesstimate because the Cherokee roster that was given to us does not have their weights. But that's over 300 right there. At the 48 and a first down following the Kalinsky run. They'll get it again. Keeps the legs going. 6 yards from that run.
First tackle on the play, Aiden.
Go back to what worked, I think, for Cherokee. It was that drive when they got the touchdown. It was 9 runs and only 2 passes. Why not do it again?
And again, that's, that's a prime example of what Cherokee does and does best. They get those big offensive linemen moving. They break holes open, and they just let those running backs follow them and find their way. There's a gain of about 6 there.
On 2nd and 4, the high snap. Birdie fields, and Kalinsky is wrapped up short. He'll be a yard short, 3rd and 1. You notice there's some pink. Of course, October is being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And some officials have pink flags. And some officials don't.
Some have pink whistles.
And some have pink whistles, pink laces. And we saw the linesman was on the top of the screen. And they had a close-up. He had pink laces. 3rd and 1. Keep. It looked like a variation of a tush push, but it's a line to gain at the 40.
I think Elijah Lewis lost his hat there because he's going to have to come out off the field for at least one play, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct. I was looking to see because, Dave, we have that again. There is no tush push in high school football. I say this. Slow it down if you can. Slow it down. Is there any contact with Birdie? And the answer is no. Because that's where the violation would occur when you make direct contact with the ball carrier. You can't do that. First down at the 40. Kalinsky into the open. First down, gain of 11.
Dylan Kalinsky.
Just consistency is what you get from Kalinsky. He's not breaking big ones, but he's getting chunks, right? 10, 8, 11, 12. Just keeps the Cherokee offense moving, keeps the chains moving. Reliable, tough, strong runner. And again, filling this role because of the injury too. So he's getting extra work, extra opportunities here. And, it's always the attitude, right? In football, next man up, you got to get it done, and he's been taking care of business since the injury to their other back who's out with that ankle.
Birdie, quick toss far side, went right through Kalinsky's hands, but they're going to rule it forward and incomplete. So you see the pink, the beanbag too?
Oh yeah,
pink laces.
Look at that.
There you go. Oh, that's a fastball. You knew I was going to say it. And incomplete. Close, because obviously if that is a backwards pass, then that's considered a live ball, of course, and it's a fumble. 2nd and 10. 2:47 to go. All 3 timeouts for the Chiefs. Kalinsky to the 25.
Kalinsky carries for Cherokee.
Trey Alexander in there on the hit, as you saw. Number 5 making the play. And he's leading the team in tackles, coming in.
And 7 for Cherokee.
Just a nice all-around football player is Trey Alexander, and just a sophomore, so he's certainly going to continue to improve and really leave his mark on this Williamstown squad. I think by the time he graduates.
3rd and short, and Kalinsky is caught behind the line of scrimmage and then lifted up off the ground. The Braves buzzing when they have to.
Braves tackle made by Aiden Easy Raku.
That's Ezeraku, of course, and also you had Elijah Lewis in there, but if we have that again, David, Kalinsky's not a small young man. Watch how he gets lifted off the ground right here. That's Lewis, and that's Elijah Campbell.
Yikes. Kalinsky wasn't too thrilled about that.
No.
And I wouldn't be either.
And whistles, and this could be a Cherokee timeout. We don't know yet.
I would think so.
It is. Well, we're going to make sure of that. The board has, Cherokee timeout, 1:30 to go on a 4th down and 8. So if we know about Cole Snyder, right? But Matthew St. John, the senior, he is an outstanding place kicker. Keep in mind he kicks on the turf down there in that little bowl they have in Cherokee. But
bowl.
Yeah. So when you have that type of a scenario for a coach, and a first-year head coach, does that kind of make you inclined to take the 3 points?
I think so, but I also think they're comfortable running the football. Take away that last play where Kalinske got lifted up and slammed down, but they've been pretty effective and efficient. This is not a long yardage scenario here, so I think they'll go for it and keep it on the ground and try and tie this thing up. Get the 6 and then go ahead and chase after the 2. Although it is long. I thought it was a little bit shorter. It is 4th and about 8, right? 7, 8.
It is 4th and 8, and it would be a 44, 45-yard kick from here, which is certainly within St. John's range.
As long as 23 this year.
Minute 30 to go. It's a play fake on 4th and 8. Birdie rolls out, and he has got Shartov, and that is a first down.
And that is a great play call. That is a really good play call. You got
flag down.
Shartov out, on the, you got the quarterback, Birdie out on the edge there, running to his left, the strong side for the left-hander. And Shartov's running across with him, what goes from right to left across the field.
Yeah.
Hold is going to bring it back.
And if you see it, David, you can get that again. Josh Taylor, we've been singing his praises all night. Roll that again if you can. Watch 71. You can slow it down right when 71 grabs Elijah Lewis. Stop it right there. See it? Just grabbed him right by almost the shoulder pad. Just enough for Birdie to get free and hit Shartov. So good call by the officials. And it now has 4th down and 18 with 1:14 to go. And they're going to run the clock. Remember, the Braves are out of timeouts. So it was a Brave timeout. They fixed the board. We were right. Chiefs have all 3, and I think they'll burn one right now.
Cherokee calls timeout. That's their first timeout of the first half. They have 2.
PA announcer was even, he was a little surprised. Cherokee calls a timeout. So we'll stay right here. 55 seconds left till halftime. You want to try to booth again? Try to booth cam again? What do you think? Try it, Dave? Let's give it a shot. There we go. All right, so don't move. Anyway, I will tell you that. There you go. Where'd you go? Where'd I go? All right, that's all right. What I like, though, what's going on, though, is that the Braves are able to take advantage of the turnovers, and they're minimizing their mistakes. Other than that, I mean, again, we have been talking about all year about penalties and really at inopportune times. That hasn't happened. The Braves have really tightened it up this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's, again, that's part of that evolution, that learning process, right? Getting better, playing smarter, learning from your mistakes. And they're certainly, doing a good job of that here tonight as they take on Cherokee. Again, 2 teams, with great traditional pasts and great history and some great competition against one another in the especially in the mid-2000s, 2010s.
Shartov in motion, 4th and very long. Birdie airs it out deep, and that is going to be a simultaneous possession, and they're going to give it to Cherokee. Serzan was down there for Cherokee, and I don't know.
Cherokee, goal to go.
And Carney, and that's a good call. And now they try a run, and Kalinske is caught up again off the ground, and he's dropped at the 3. 29 seconds, timeout Cherokee. They have 1 left. Dave, can we go back to that play again?
It's the 7th catch of the season for Serzan there, if we get another chance to look at it. But
he's looking for it.
Certainly set up Cherokee here with a good opportunity as the time winds down here.
Their second time out of the first half. 1 remaining.
Nice throw from Birdie, too.
Watch.
And really give credit to Carney coming across as well. He made a nice play on the ball. I mean, everybody made nice plays on this play.
Yeah, the other Quan there, sort of double coverage, but give Serzan credit, because if the 2 teams have it, both players, they give it to the offense. So another good call, and with 29 seconds left, Cherokee has 1 timeout left. They're at the 3-yard line. So their options are what's been working for Cherokee offensively. Of course, Kalinsky off that right side. You mentioned that. And then Birdie is successful on the rollout usually, but that's when he rolls out to his strong side because of him being a lefty, so he'll come down to the bottom of the screen.
Yep, to the near side, to his left.
To Shartoff. One more.
Good crowd, as usual.
Yep, there we are. And we're just above there. It's just the pink out tonight. There we are. Oh, we're just waving to.
Second down, goal to go.
Cool. Just out of the shot there.
Yeah.
To the left.
All right, at the 3. 29 seconds left. It's Kalinsky, right side, cuts back, touchdown.
Carry Dylan Kalinsky in the end zone.
And he went right behind Chris Brisky.
And that's a great patient run for Kalinsky. He just kind of let everybody block, kept the feet moving, found his seam, and then burst through it when the time was right. Watch the patience. He's going to look, chop his feet, and then wham, makes that little cut to his left, and he's across. Now we'll go for 2 to try and knock this thing up ahead of the half.
It's the right call, but especially when you're chasing the 2 that you missed before. Birdie with Kalinsky. Birdie keeps, fakes the run, throws, got it. In the back of the end zone. Surzan, and we're tied. And then there was something after the whistle. Surzan is still hot. He's really hot. But we're tied with 24 seconds left. Let's see what happened here.
This is a nice play. That's what happened. I guess a little bit of late stuff afterwards. Surzan didn't like that.
Josh Kwan, no foul. You know, I was going to say no foul and no penalty, and it's going to come out no penalty.
Well,
yeah, but we had, but but Cherokee touchdown with 24 seconds left, and it ties the game.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
So what we have it was a 67-yard touchdown drive, and there's the Pop St. John kick, and that goes out of bounds. No time off the clock, and the Braves will have it at their 35-yard line. No timeouts and 24 seconds left. Tied at 14 tonight. Good one here on BFA. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, and the crew. Frank Fusatola, I think he just let the officials know that he's going to take a knee.
It's interesting that Cherokee, Chris, has kicked off and kicked it out of bounds both times.
I'm sorry, he wants a re-kick.
Interesting. Because that's what I was thinking. Like, it's been interesting that they've kicked it out of bounds both times. Are they trying to keep the ball out of Prunty's hands? Are they trying, and saying, hey, take it at the 35. We'll make that trade-off.
I don't think there's any question that that's what the plan is. You witnessed the Prunty run back.
Yeah.
And he's had some dazzling returns, both on kickoff and on punt. So we'll try it again. What does St. John do here? Pop fly on the run, and a diving catch at the 32-yard line by Kwan. So mission accomplished. So no time is going off the clock. Still 24 seconds left. No timeouts for the Braves. What do you do?
Just take it. I mean,
you're getting the ball to start the second half.
Unless you want to sling one for Prunty and see if he can make something happen. Or get him going in space, maybe on a little a little screen pass out in the flat and just let him run and see what he can do. Otherwise, you don't want to risk losing the football back in your own half of the field here.
I think that they are following your advice, and Foreman's knee is going to meet the turf. And that will do it for the first half. An exciting first half. Some mistakes, 2 turnovers by Cherokee, 1 by the Braves. And at halftime, we're deadlocked, my friend.
At the end of 2 quarters.
And the
Braves 14, Cherokee 14. Ladies and gentlemen,
possibility of overtime will loom.
Whoa.
Clock runs out in the first half. 14-14, Cherokee in Williamstown. On BFA, it's presented by Pizza Hut. Braves get the ball to start the second half.
Senior members of the homecoming court.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Want to know why no one outpizzas the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. That's why no one outpizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello. Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom! No!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one outpizzas the Hut. The new crafted flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New crafted flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only from Pizza Hut.
track. Leading the way, our first three cars carry the representatives for the freshman class of 2029, the sophomore class of 2028, and the junior class of 2027. Our first vehicle this evening carries the representatives of the class of 2029, Madison, Schuff, and Troy Fulbrook. Madison coaches the sophomores for the Monroe Township Cheerleaders and also cheers for Hornets competitive cheerleading. She is looking forward to having a fun freshman year. She is grateful for everyone that voted for her. Troy is excited to represent the freshman class for homecoming. Troy has been a wrestler in the community since 2016 and is looking forward to starting his high school wrestling career. When not on the mat, Troy loves spending time outdoors, hunting, fishing, and camping are a few of his favorite things to do. He is looking forward to his future at Williamstown High School and every opportunity it has to offer. Let's give a warm welcome to our freshman homecoming representatives, Madison and Troy. In our next vehicle representing the class of 2028, we welcome Giovanna Flores and Jack Orzakowski. Giovanna is honored to represent the class of 2028 for homecoming court. Giovanna is a student athlete playing lacrosse and tennis. She is also in several clubs including DECA, Senate, and Italian American Club. In her free time, she enjoys hanging out with friends and going to the beach. Jack is honored to represent the class of 2028 for homecoming court. Jack is a basketball player for Williamstown High School. He is a member of several clubs, including DECA, Business and Finance Academy, Student Council, and the Italian American Club. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his friends, going fishing, riding bikes, working out, and visiting the beach. In the future, Jack would like to go to Coastal Carolina University for marine biology. Let's give a round of applause to our sophomore representatives, Giovanna and Jack. In our next vehicle, representing the class of 2027, we welcome Leah Giacovelli and Josh Nordone. At WHS for 3 years now, Leah is a member of the Italian American Club and wants to attend college to pursue softball and major in psychology. Leah enjoys being at the beach, listening to music, and hanging out with her friends. She thanks everyone who voted for her and thanks her mom and her dad for pushing her to be her best. Once again, let's welcome Leah and Joshua, our junior class representatives. Josh loves to play lacrosse for the high school and spend lots of quality time with friends and family. He would like to pursue a career in finances or go to trade school to become an HVAC technician. He's very thankful for everyone that voted for him. are the homecoming representatives for the senior class of 2026. In our first car, we have Chloe Botbile and Matthew Collins. Chloe is an honor student here at Williamstown High School. She is an active member of the National Honor Society and loves helping out her community. She also loves hanging out with her friends and spending time with her family. In the future, she plans on going into nursing school to become an aesthetic nurse in hopes of one day opening her own med spa. She can't wait to have so much fun her senior year and make this the best year yet. Matthew is a 4-year varsity lacrosse player while also playing football for Williamstown. Matthew is an honor student and also enjoys being an active participant in DECA. After high school, he plans on attending a 4-year university to pursue a career in business. Outside of school and sports, he loves to hang out with his friends and watch sports. Please welcome Chloe and Matthew. Up next, we welcome Ava Carabin and Tristan Novak. Ava has spent her last 4 years at WHS involved in many different activities such as volleyball, the Italian American Club Executive Board, and DECA. She enjoys hanging out with her friends, going to the beach, and traveling. She is a beach volleyball commit at Carson Newman University and plans on double majoring in finance and accounting with a minor in nutrition. Tristan is a senior who has been an honor student throughout his academic journey. He has been playing soccer since the age of 3 and continues to love the game. Outside of school, Tristan enjoys fishing, working, going to the gym, and spending time with friends and family. He plans on majoring in finance and hopes of becoming a financial advisor and would like to thank everyone who nominated him. Again, please welcome Ava and Tristan. Arriving now, we have Lily Carlemere and Aiden Garcia. Lily is a very outgoing, kind, and empathetic person. She is involved in many clubs and activities at WHS, including NHS, Rebel, Friends of OTP, and Italian American Club. Outside of school, she loves hanging out with her mom, and during the summer works as a camp counselor. She wants to pursue a career in occupational therapy for kids with special needs. She can't wait for the rest of senior year and what it holds for her. Aiden has been a multi-sport athlete all his life and has been on the varsity wrestling team for 4 years in a row. He strives to be the greatest and has been on honor roll all his life. He is a member of DECA and is enrolled in the Business and Finance Academy. After high school, he plans to wrestle in college and major in finance. Aiden loves spending time with friends and family and wants to thank the class of 2026 for his homecoming court nomination. Please welcome Lily and Aiden. Next, we welcome Bryce MacArthur and Kason Matthews. Bryce has been dancing since the age of 3 and plans to continue pursuing dance after she graduates. She is planning on majoring in business and wants to become a contract lawyer in the fashion industry. Bryce is the vice president of the African American Cultural Society, a National Honor Society, cheerleading, and many other clubs she enjoys being a part of. Bryce appreciates everyone who nominated her and looks forward to having a spectacular senior year. Kason is a senior eager to have a great last year of high school. He has been a member of the varsity basketball team for 3 years. When off the court, he loves traveling and spending time with loved ones. Kason also works in dietary at a nursing home, Juniper Villages. Cason's main ambition for his future is to work in cybersecurity while also becoming an entrepreneur. Cason deeply appreciates everybody who nominated him. Please welcome Bryce and Cason. And finally we welcome Genevieve Savoy and Joseph Young. Genevieve is an honor student at WHS who is pursuing a career in biotechnology in her future. She loves to keep herself busy with lots of clubs, including the National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, and Student Council. She is also the president of the Foreign Language Club and the senior editor of the yearbook. In her free time, she loves to make jewelry and sew, and you might even catch her at a craft fair on Main Street. Joseph is most known for his musical talents. He is self-taught and has been playing the drums for 5 years and the piano for 3. He has been a dedicated member of the stage crew for all 4 years of his time at WHS, leading the sound department. He has many hobbies such as drawing, making costumes, and building model kits. In the future, he hopes to pursue a career as a history teacher. Please welcome Genevieve and Joseph and all of our 26. At this time, before the presentation of tonight's King and Queen, we'd like to give a special thank you to our Board of Education President, Mr. Jimmy McGee, for volunteering his time and arranging a few cars and drivers for our seniors. Thank you for all you do for our school tonight and always. Voting for the homecoming king and queen of the senior class of 2026 is complete, and in a very close vote, we have our new royalty. Here to crown this year's king and queen is our very own Williamstown High School principal, Mrs. Stanton. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Your 2026 homecoming king is Cason Matthews. And your 2026 homecoming queen is Bryce McCarthy. Let's hear it for Cason and Bryce, your 2026 homecoming king and queen. And congratulations once again to all the members of the senior court and the class representatives.
on us. Pizza Hut. Hold it up. You're in the way. Early. We're still at halftime and we're munching on Pizza Hut. Thanks, Ed Herron, because Williamstown Braves football is delivered by The Hut, Pizza Hut, which no one out pizzas. We'll see you in the second half.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Want to know why no one outpizzas the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. That's why no one outpizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Check it out. Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom! No!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one outpizzas the Hut. The new crafted flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New crafted flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only from Pizza Hut.
Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Cha-cha now, y'all. Taking off for Cherokee to start third quarter. Matthew St. John, deep for the Braves, Kaishim Prunty, and Jawan Carney. Cherokee's kickoff recovered for the Braves at their own 30-yard line, where it will be first down and 10 to go.
And first down, Alexander.
Braves carry Trey Alexander.
Got about 5. There's a flag
Play
there.
for Cherokee, Jonah Bluestein.
So they kind of got away from Trey Alexander, Chris. It seemed, he really had a great first drive, and it seemed like after that they didn't really utilize him as much. So we'll see if they kind of go back to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Vince Romano. Personal foul. Hands to the face.
Face mask against Cherokee.
That is against the Chiefs to find out who it was on. If Vince, we forgot to get word to him that
It's a 15-yard face mask penalty, which will result in the Braves.
So it's not a face mask. It is hands to the face. We didn't see what it was. David, save that play if you can, because it happened obviously up on the line of scrimmage. But nonetheless, it's a 15-yard penalty against the Chiefs, and the Braves now have it at the 49-yard line and a first down. Foreman to put it up. Chased out. On the run, he's got Ezeraku. First down, whistles again. Do we have another flag?
Multiple flags down on the flag.
Multiple flags down. So one back at the 40-yard line. One at the 43. Now that's him. That is a microphone. He's communicating with the crew. And now let's see what we got. I doubt he was past the line of scrimmage. There's no way. He was way back in the pocket. Well, we're still going to talk about it. So we can see the play again. Vince is ready. Now Vince is apparently ready.
Yeah, there's no way.
No. We have an eligible downfield, maybe. David, did we get the signal? Because I was looking down at my board.
There are multiple penalties on the play against the Braves.
Yeah, they're going to reset him. These will offset.
The face mask penalty and unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will be enforced.
Oh, boy. Oh, when we talked about discipline and how the Braves are staying out of these, and look at this. Look at this. Both fouls are going to go against the Braves. That's a live ball and a dead ball. So from the 48, that's 25 yards in penalties.
First down and long for the Braves after the penalties.
The ball back at the 23-yard line. And after all of that, a live ball and a dead ball foul. And we're trying to tell Vince through the clock operators to use his mic, and he's not. Long way to go here. First down carry. Alexander got 2.
You hate to look at a drive like this and just give up on it. But when you're looking at first and 35, it's a little bit daunting. You just got to see what you can get here, and ideally just kind of maybe flip the field position, I think, is really the goal here. Of course, the goal of every drive is to score a touchdown, but when you're looking at first and 35, it's a whole different scenario.
Second down, 33. It's so long, the primer jelly, though, and you want to fill it in the board. Foreman chased out. On second down, deep far side to the bench.
Pass is incomplete. There's a flag down in the backfield.
And a flag is down.
I wonder if they caught that little block at the end there.
That's a hold against the Braves. That's going to be declined. Why not? And it's third down. And the Black Horse Pike.
That makes it third
Williamstown.
down.
Do you know where the first down marker is? You see it? Yep, at the Cherokee 42-yard line. That's insane. Very rare that you enforce both penalties, but when one is live ball and one is a dead ball, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Motion, third down. Prunty on the edge. Prunty's kicking back, and Prunty. It would have been a nice run if it was like a third and manageable. But fourth down and a long way to go, and a boys run punt coming up.
I still like the idea of getting the ball in Prunty's hands there because he's so dangerous in open space. And I thought maybe he was going to kind of bring that around the end and come towards the sideline with it. He cut it back up the middle into some traffic there. Nevertheless, it was, as you said, kind of an unmanageable situation. So to pick up some yardage and maybe now try and flip the field a little bit is the idea here. Need a big kick.
That you do.
For the Braves, John Boyson. Deep receive for Cherokee, Stephen Barbagiovanni.
This is not a very good kick, but the bounce will work for the Braves. Look at this. Look at this. Another mistake by another returner. In this case, it was Steve Barbagiovanni, who didn't come up and field it, and that extra 2 bounces made that a 50-yard punt for Boys Run, and Cherokee has to start way back in their own end.
So they got the big kick they needed from Boys Run, and at first when it came off his foot, you think, ooh, that's not really going to do it, but it had the right spin on it, had the right roll on it, and got a good bounce. And bang, you're looking at starting inside the 20, and that's really what you want out of your punter, get the other team to start inside their own 20. So he did the job.
It's at the 19, and he did do his job. Birdie first down, handoff, Kalinsky out of the pack, spins out across the 30 to the 32.
Kalinsky on the carry for Cherokee.
Kalinsky with 13 on that run, first down. Try your play-by-play skills. I'm taking a bite.
Kalinsky a little dinged up here. He's going to take a few steps over to the bench. He's favoring that left leg a little bit.
Ball thrown 32-yard line.
The Cherokee running back core already a little bit down a man. Now you've got Kalinsky stepping out of there as well. Who can the Chiefs come up with now to step in and fill the void here? Looking like maybe Jaden Gersey, sophomore, number 29, is going to get a crack at it here in the backfield.
It's a big injury.
Gersey just 8 carries for 25 yards on the season. Doesn't have it here as Birdie keeps it. First down yardage and more, and a much, much more. And then grabbed from behind. Are they going to get a flag on that for a horse collar there?
No, not because the tackle was around his waist.
At the Braves' 44-yard line.
Nevertheless, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs as they crash into Braves territory.
I'm not making fun of you. You saw the shirt pull him down, but it was down, yeah.
And I was asking, are they going to call that?
Yes, the answer is no. First down at the 44 on the Birdie keeper. You're not doing that anymore because you're bad luck. That's just the way it is. And there you mentioned again, Gersey.
4
yards
on the carry for
to the Brave 40, second down.
So Gersey already with 2 carries here on this drive.
Macbeth, he's like, what's going on with you guys? He was walking toward the Cherokee huddle. And Romano is in there. And I'll tell you, he's still giving it to Serzan. Serzan, I don't know if it was still from that play on the 2-point conversion, but he's hot.
Yeah, I don't know if something else happened there in that last play. Maybe he got blocked and didn't like it, or hit maybe and didn't like it.
Lining up on the end there. Birdie keeps, right side, first down, out of bounds. Prunty shoved him out. 8-yard run for Birdie, first down Chiefs. 7:37 on the clock here in the third. Tied at 14. And a good one, Cherokee and Williamstown locked into that one.
First down.
So Birdie, he's just a junior, Chris, and again made that commitment to University of Tennessee for baseball already. That's pretty impressive to do so, entering your junior year of high school.
Impressive. The slider at the 32. First down, Chiefs.
Yeah, I meant to look that up.
We had different perspectives, my friend.
Yet similar.
Now, hang on. To the 31, that's only a yard for Gersey. And we're looking on the sideline, and there's still no Kalinsky. I don't see him. You see him? I don't see him.
First tackle made by Ruben Lozada.
Lozada with a tackle.
Gain of the yard.
We haven't called his name much tonight. And you know what's funny? His parents approached the great Bridget Giacchio, who is a longtime manager of the football team. And she actually sent me a text and said, Ruben's parents love the fact when you mention him, so shout out to Ruben's parents. 2nd and 9. Handoff left side, and that's Rosario. So Rosario mostly does the kickoff and punt returns, special teams, of course, because Kalinsky out.
Gain on the play makes it third down.
He's getting a
4 for Cherokee.
PT at the running back spot, and it's third down and about 6. Let's see. Brian has 3rd and 4. Let's see. We'll wait, Brian. You could be right. No. Say 3rd and 5. It's Birdie on a fake. Wants to throw it, does throw it. Incomplete, and he took a hit in the backfield, and 4th down coming up. And that probably is 2-down territory. If it's going to be 2-down territory and it's 4th and medium like that, right? Wouldn't you want to get half of it?
After the incompletion, it'll be 4th down.
I guess. The last time they had a 4th down in this situation, they found Chartoff on the slant.
Of course, that got called back, though, too, right, because of the penalty. But, yeah, they did run that where Birdie rolled out to his left. Chartoff, number 3, ran from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen.
Now he's in the pocket, airs it up there, and it's incomplete. There is no flag. There was some hand fighting there. Chartoff wanted a flag, didn't get it. And the Braves get the stop, and the ball goes over on downs with 6:08 left here in the third.
So each team kind of fighting off one another here and not giving up a big play, allowing the other to advance and get into scoring position here. It's just kind of been a little bit of a lot of stuff in between the 20s right here in this last few minutes of this third quarter here, or at least the first 6 minutes of this third quarter.
Thanks for letting me take another bite.
Sure. The least I could do. Fill the void.
Our thanks to Ed Herron again. And the tremendous job he does sponsoring Williamstown Braves football and Pizza Hut. Trey Alexander tripped up just as he got to the line of scrimmage as he tried to turn it upfield. He was stopped by Jonah Bluestein.
That was a heck of a play by Bluestein to come up and wrap him up and not let him go. Alexander, he's this year has, I think, taken the next step obviously after his freshman year last year, he's been able to just really keep the legs going, show some good power, and really plays towards the contact. Little end around this time as the Braves
not
trying to make
there.
something happen, but
and how about
couldn't get the burst.
Sorry, and how about the Cherokee sideline? They're getting fired up now because they just had a 4th down against them. That's a big stop, and we've got 3rd down and long for the Braves, down to 5 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, that play took a long time to develop, and it just Carney couldn't find a seam to turn up into. He just kept stringing it out, and give Cherokee credit. They didn't allow any holes to open up and just forced him into no gain there as we look at 3rd and 10.
Braves got 10 to snap this ball. And this is one of the few places where you have the visible play clock. Foreman rolling out. Steps up. Signals. Takes a hit. Throws it up there. And Prunty's got it, but he might be out of bounds. He is.
Foreman is incomplete. Receiver's out of bounds.
And watch Drew Gable, 34, get through here. He battles his way to the quarterback, gets in, and just hits him just as he lets go of it. And that might have just been enough in terms of it created the ball some hang time, right? The ball had to hang up there a bit longer. Prunty goes to get it, but it gave the defender time to get to Prunty and get him out of bounds.
Blutstein had the penetration, fought all the way, got into Foreman, but like you said, they had help coming, and it was Drew Gable. So Boisron will punt. His last effort went 50 yards on about 12 hops. Here's one. They're coming at him. They almost got him. This is fair caught at the 43-yard line. By Rosario.
Fielded by Stephen Barbagiovanni.
No, it was Rosario who got it, because he walked off the field. So
At the
44, Cherokee back on offense, 4:25 left here in the 3rd. Some sloppy play here, and the Braves are going to have to come up with a big stop here.
Yeah, it's good field position for Cherokee at the 44, as you see on the screen there. So they certainly, probably their best starting field position of the evening, I would say, as they have a good opportunity here to turn this into points.
At the 44, 1st down, 4:25 to go in the 3rd. Cooper Birdie again at quarterback, hands off. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Dylan Kalinsky on the carry.
Kalinsky is back, and he lost 2.
For a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 to go for Cherokee.
I thought he called him Easy for a second.
He's been.
Is that his
all
nickname?
Night.
Easy? Tackle for loss. Loss of 2. 2nd down at the 42-yard line. What do you think, Donovan? Do you like that play? At the 42-yard line. Kalinsky again, and strung out right side. Oh, he got to turn it up a little bit. And actually, that turns into a 4-yard gain.
Indication is holding against Cherokee.
But there's a flag down.
A little frustration on the part of Elijah Lewis there, but happy, I guess, in the end that the flag was thrown. But if you watch, they had him lined
62.
up.
If you have it again, Dave. We'll see 62. I'll tell you when to slow it down, all right? Watch 62 white. And right now, stop. It was right there. He grabbed Lewis. So if the flag is at the 40, then it should be at the 30. That wasn't the hold he had.
2nd and 22.
Save that play if you can.
Penalty.
But it's now 2nd down and 22. Clock moving, 3:18 to go in the 3rd. Purdy hands off. Kalinsky is going to try the left side and tripped up at the 38 by Quan.
Cherokee carry by Dylan Kalinsky. Braves tackle on the play made by Josh Quan.
So 3rd down and long, and Braves could with their defense flexing a little bit. Both defenses are playing better in this half. And with 3rd and 17 on the board, I don't know. I mean, Mike Seidenberg doesn't normally do it, but how about sending the house here? What do you think?
It's an interesting idea. I don't know that. No, we'll see. I think Cherokee will try and throw here, so it's not a bad idea.
Birdie chased out and grabbed down by the one hand of Macbeth.
Sounds like a novel. Watch Dyer Macbeth with the speed. He's coming from the left side of the line here. He just kind of waited, and they ran right into his path, really. And a great job just reaching up, grabbing on, and yanking down, and then thumbs down.
That's some strength right there.
Nice play. But did you see how he waited on that side? He just kind of let the play come to him and didn't try to do too much. Didn't really engage the blocker, right? So he read that really well, and then was able to just kind of have an unabated path to get to
high snap, but they got it down, and the kick is away. Fielded up front. This is Carney on the move. Down to the Cherokee 40-yard line.
Carney returned to the Cherokee.
It's a great field position for the Braves here after that high wire act by Carney to make that catch and run. That was a little bit dicey there in the traffic.
Good job by St. John to get a high snap down. And Carney just gave a thumbs up to somebody. I don't know if they're going to check him out or not, but there's the Brave offense back on the field. Minute 32 to go in the third. 14-14. Can you fire up that laptop and see if you can get some the out-of-town scores, as they like to say? See what's going on? No signal, huh?
Yeah, no dice right now. I'll try the phone.
Right. 92 seconds, as they say in the business. First down at the 40. Foreman handoff up the middle. It's Alexander right back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Really, we've really seen both sides, Chris. The defenses really do a nice job here in the second half, just blocking up holes, not letting big runs happen so far.
Beg your pardon, that's Elijah Campbell. The 5s and the 6s from up here look the same.
Especially when they're rolled up, and crumpled up and rumpled and grabbed and twisted. Yeah.
Note to the dry cleaners, right? So second down and 10. At the Chief 40, the Braves really set up well. And they give it up and drop on the jet sweep. But Foreman is able to get it just before Bluestein would have pounced on it. What happened here, Dave?
It'll be third down and 20 for the Braves.
10-yard loss on the play. That was, Dave, that was the cue to run it again, but I guess he doesn't have it.
Foreman just kind of left it out there too long. And if I'm the Braves, I just let the clock expire. We wait and we snap it again in the fourth quarter. No need to try and rush something here. Let's regroup after that little mishap and get yourself ready for quarter number 4.
At the end of the third quarter, your score, Braves 14, Cherokee
after
14.
3 in Williamstown.
Ladies and gentlemen, no one has claimed.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Check it out.
Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's gonna be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
10-yard loss and a big third and long coming up for the Braves as we start the fourth. In Williamstown, Chile, Monroe Township. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here. We're tied at 14. No scoring in that third quarter. And the Braves are faced with a 3rd and 20. The first down marker is the 30-yard line.
At the start of the fourth quarter.
Do you think you get a half here?
3rd down and 20 to go for the Braves at the 50-yard line.
I would, my thought process is get the ball to Prunty if we can.
Foreman's going to roll out. His process is he's going to run. Breaks one tackle, another, and he gets 15 of it. And it's 4th down and 5 at the 35. And what do you want to do, Frank?
This is an interesting scenario, Williamstown. You're probably too like close to the end zone to punt here. You're definitely out of field goal range. I think what's going to happen is we're going to have a timeout, Williamstown, and they're going to talk. That's what I think is going to happen, because there's a lot of different things you could do here, and a lot of different scenarios, and a lot of different plays you can run.
Well, they are not lining up to do anything right now, so good call, Mike. I'm looking down there, and I think they're going to get the play off. They're not going to get it off. 19, 18, 17, they got to get moving. And yep, timeout Braves.
Yeah. I could just kind of feel that coming, because it's one of those situations where whatever you're going to do here, you've got to have everybody on the same page, and everybody's got to know what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what the what the pros and cons are of the options. So they're going to talk it over and figure it out.
What's a play to get you 5 yards here? So you have a couple of options, but I think whatever those options are, each one of them should involve Foreman being mobile and running out of the pocket.
You know, they don't throw the ball to Trey Alexander a lot, but this might be the kind of situation where it's almost a play action.
I like
you
it.
You let him fake that run, get through, get past the line of scrimmage. You have your receivers kind of going out, and then dump it to Trey Alexander just beyond the line, right, into that second level where he can operate and make something happen.
But
now let's see if Trey's in the backfield to begin with.
Big chunk play for the Braves, though, on 3rd and 20. Foreman got 15 of it on a scamper down the left sideline. And here we go. 4th and 5. They need the Chief 30. Whistles at the snap. What is it? Is it against the Chiefs? It is, and that's good enough for the first down. Tyson Foreman must have got it with a hard count. He got somebody, but I didn't see anybody go in. Say that again. Let's see again.
First down and 10 to go for the Braves at the Cherokee 30-yard line.
Did you see anybody go in?
No, unless my thinking was maybe somebody was lined up in the neutral zone. Maybe a little bit overzealous there and didn't double check where they were.
It would have to be, but a good break for the Braves and a first down carry for Alexander as they're now inside the Cherokee 30.
Cherokee on the play made by Davis.
And, you think about it, Chris, it also, in a way, it helps Williamstown in a different way. They didn't show their hand then on what that play was going to be, although, I mean, you kind of got a feel for what was going to happen there, but they didn't really run the play, so it's one they kind of can hold in the pocket for later if they need it.
Second and long. First minute of play in the 4th. It's Alexander right side. Alexander breaking 2 tackles. Alexander out of bounds. He's inside the 15.
Is he fun to watch or what? I just really enjoy watching this kid play football. And it's, look at the patience in this run, and watch how he kind of just sets up the block, right? There's one, then he bounces off that one, but he sees the block up the field, so he knew if he could get to the corner, he was going to get yardage, and he was able to just fend off that one tackle and then use that block on the outside that was by Jacob Kwan, 28, on the right side there. Just got in the way enough and opened up that little room around the edge for Alexander. Now you're talking about a 1st and goal here? No, 1st and 10. They're just outside the 10. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Which is a good thing because you can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but Jacob Kwan also with a key block there. Foreman keeps, cuts it up. Tyson Foreman is inside the 5-yard line.
And our official almost got taken out there. He took a step back, but he was dangerously in the mix there.
You take a look at him. He ain't getting wiped out. It's second down and 3 at the 4-yard line. And what a luxury to have here. You don't have to get the score to get the first down, which would give you 4 more and kill clock as well. As it stands, first down. Markers at the 1-yard line. Second and 3. Alexander, Campbell in the backfield. It's Campbell, left side, touchdown! Goes in standing up, Braves retake the lead.
Well-designed play. Everyone keyed on Trey Alexander as he went to the right. Then the other players went left, led by Campbell. Watch Alexander here. He goes to the right in the middle of the line. They kind of keyed on him, and then wham. You get it running on the outside there, and it's Campbell going left with the score.
Like a 2025 version of the counter Trey. Remember when the Redskins used to run that?
Absolutely.
Oh, Snyder got it through. He's 3 for 3 on PATs, and the Braves have a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter. 9:41 to go in the game.
That was a huge point after. It really was. I mean, you know, you kind of take that for granted sometimes, but you got to get that because now it's a 7-point game. You can't lose it on a touchdown and an extra point. You know, and you force Cherokee then to make decisions later on if they have to. So it's huge to get that point after.
Well, you saw Coach DeVries chase the point that he missed when he went for 2 on the first touchdown.
And they were, of course, able to get it. But
Yeah.
now we're talking about a 7-point game. So, you know, it's just, you know, it adds to the intrigue of this one. Cherokee fans over there on the far side waiting to see what their Chiefs can bring to the table here in the final 9:41 to try and knock this thing up.
Deep for Cherokee, Mateo Rosario and Lorenzo Lontoc.
So Rosario and Lontoc are back for the Snyder kick. And that all came from a 4th down stop on defense. Took the ball. 3rd and 20, they converted on a 4th and 5 with the help of a penalty. And this is a squib kick. And it's taken at the 32-yard line. And so our man again, Serzan, maybe he's upset that he got hit hard like that, like Jacob Kwan.
It didn't quite squib as much as the Braves would have liked, as that got scooped up at the 30, and they'll have starting field position around the 36, it looks like. So I think they would have liked it to get down the middle a little bit further and force them to pick it up back inside the 20. No dice, though. Can't do that in the NFL anymore. It's got to land in the landing zone.
Yeah. As a statistician, how do they send you like an update to a rule or rule changes, things like that?
I would imagine that the guys who are the everyday talent stat guys get all that stuff. As somebody that just works, in a stadium on week-to-week basis, then I don't get the same access to the same notes that the other people get.
Kowinski got 5 on the first down run. And you're back to the 40-yard line. Sincere Ebanks, first mention of him tonight. That's not to say that he did something before, but just our first mention of him. 2nd down and 5.
Kowinski back in there too. He was a little dinged up, but he mushes on here. Black tape around the left ankle. I don't know if that's where his issue came into play or what.
This was the busted play for the beginning. That had no chance anywhere. Shartoff on the end, and he just grabbed that ball and just stood still. Watch this play.
I was a little worried. I thought maybe Shartoff had like a non-contact injury for a minute there, the way he kind of pulled up, right? Watch him as he's going from the near side to the far. He's running, and he kind of stopped right there. After that, you see that little hop?
Yeah.
I was a little worried about him there. I thought maybe something happened.
Here comes the contact. 2-yard loss, 3rd down and 6.
Big third down here. If Williamstown can get a stop here, they might be able to get the ball back and run a lot of clock.
Birdie rolls out, got Shartoff, tripped up at the 45, right at the marker.
Barba Giovanni.
That was actually Barba Giovanni with the catch there.
First tackle on the play is made by Josh Kwan. Result of the completion is a Cherokee first down.
That's to the 46-yard line.
He entered the day with a team-high 18 catches. And a big play there as they pick up the first down. So huge for Cherokee there to get that.
I don't think so. I think that was Shartoff, though. I think they got it wrong up in the booth.
That was 2.
No, it was 3. First down at the 46. Starts off in motion to the far side. Birdie rolls out. Going to keep it, get to the edge, and gets to the sideline. Maybe a yard. Prunty escorted him out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds by Kaishim Prunty.
Second down, long.
Really good pursuit by Williamstown defensively. I mean, you've got 5 and 6 guys just clogging up traffic there. Birdie had nowhere to go with it. Just had to string it out to the sideline. Did pick up a couple, but nothing that, nothing big there. Nothing that really is going to make Williamstown panic here. 2nd and 8.
Second down, Kalinsky had some room and it closed quickly, and look at the Braves pursue that. Carney eventually dropped him. Prunty was in there.
Kalinsky's hurt too.
He's been playing hurt and he's still down. And Pierce Noel. Also on the stop. Kalinsky down for the 2nd time tonight. Check on him when we come back.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Dylan Kalinsky still down. See if we can see what happened to him on that play.
Gets a good hand from the crowd. He was able to break loose from a couple tackles there. And then he just got...
Well, one went low and one went high.
But at the end, that tackle, somebody kind of landed on his
holding his right knee.
Yeah.
He's holding his right knee.
Yeah.
So at the 46, 3rd down and long, where's Nick Penz's view? Watch the right knee.
3rd down and 9 to go for Cherokee.
No. Oh, yeah.
There.
That's it.
Yikes.
Birdie to throw it. 3rd down to the far sideline. It's picked again. Prunty, his 2nd of the night.
Intercepted the Braves by Kaishim Prunty.
I think that was just a 50-50 ball.
Yeah. Or maybe it was an 80-20 ball for Prunty. I mean, he read this all the way, came across. Yeah, look at him. He was eyeing that one up for a while. Came across and made the catch.
Shartoff had no chance to even play defense. You know, when the wide receivers play defense to prevent the interception.
Right.
But that's the 3rd turnover of the game for the Chiefs. Fumble and 2 interceptions, and the Braves back on offense. They've got the 7-point lead with 7:03 to go. Trying to get 2 in a row. Some winning football back here in Williamstown. Alexander up the middle. Stopped after a gain of about 2.
Trey Alexander.
And then they're going to do this now.
Tackle for Cherokee.
All Barbara Giovanni's going to do is delay that a little.
Skaversky.
Alexander ran right into Skaversky at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 8. We talked about how disciplined this team is and much more focused, and the offensive line doing a really nice job. That play they didn't, but I think the Chiefs may have jumped. Let's see. Yes, they did. On the left side of the line, and a little hard count from Foreman.
How about Rancocas Valley loses for the third time in a row? This time they fall to number 7 in the state, Washington Township, 38-17.
Well, hold
Township
on.
rolls on.
They made that. They called that against the Braves. So 2nd and 13. Foreman in the pocket. It breaks down. He rolls out, runs around, and he cannot escape Dyer Phillips.
Not the worst thing that could happen, though, Chris. It's happening in play. No flags. Clock continues to run here. So, you know, he didn't force a throw into traffic, right? Just kept it, took the sack, but the clock continues to run. Yeah, you lost some yards, but I think there's worse things that could have happened here if Foreman goes and chucks that into traffic.
3 timeouts for the Chiefs. They've got their full complement. 5:30 to go. Look at Matt Lom going over some charts. Jet sweep. Jacob Quan. Flag down.
That's a huge tackle.
Cooper Birdie.
And it was Birdie that did it. We'll check the flag.
That saves a big gain. Watch Birdie just come flying. Actually, was that Birdie? Yeah, I guess it was.
Check the flag. It is against the Braves. They're going to decline it. And it'll be 4th down and 8, and Boisron will come out to punt. So it's on the Brave defense with 5:11 to go. As the Braves will kick it back to the Chiefs. Very entertaining ball game tonight on BFA. Now, Coach DeVise, I said it before, I'll say it again. He went for 2 each of the other 2 occasions in the end zone. 1 just to go for it, and then 2 to chase the points that he missed. Boisron, another low line drive. And this one goes again back toward the Braves and down to the 34-yard line. 38-yard punt. Nothing on the return. Cherokee back on offense with 3 of a kind on the board. 4-4-4 in the 4th. Braves 21, Chiefs 14. You're going to get whiplash. The cheerleaders down at the bottom. Well, they keep going. They're counting. Look at her. They're counting the flips that she's making. See how she's going all the way down the end? They count all the flips that she did.
I stopped at 21. I thought we were going with the points.
Are you kidding me?
21.
No, I couldn't do any of that. 1st down, Birdie and the Chiefs. Play fake, roll out, and a dump off to the near side. That's 11 yards, and that's good enough for a 1st down, but there is a flag down. That was Shartop. Let's just check the flag now. That came in from the secondary.
Heiligman saying, pointing at the Braves, that's against Williamstown.
No, it's in the secondary. Well, there's the foul. Can't see it now.
It was dead ball after the play.
Oh, that's what it was. And it puts the ball all the way down to the Cherokee 40. And again, I have been singing the praises of the coaching staff and these kids. They're showing discipline. That's the 2nd unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. And it could be a killer. 1st down, Kalinsky is back in the game, and he just wiped out as soon as he got to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man.
He fell forward, and he does not look good at all.
He got hurt, and the lineman got hurt there, too. I think Kalinsky's just he's really trying to do what he can. And he unfortunately got the lineman down there, too, for the Chiefs. He's not in a good spot there. Josh Taylor, just a sophomore offensive lineman, number 71.
Corrections, a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 after the time.
That is 2 big injuries here for the Chiefs.
Yep. See if we can see what happened on that play. There's Kalinsky.
You see the cut right there, and his left leg just kind of gave out on
non-contact, right?
Yeah. And then he fell into the back of Taylor there, 71. So it was kind of like a little bit of a domino effect. One injury turned into 2.
Big sophomore, Josh Taylor. There's the Brave sideline. And of course, the defense, Mike Seidenberg. 4:17 to go.
Taylor getting a start at left tackle tonight. He and the right guard, Jacobs, are both sophomores. Jackson Jacobs. So there are 2 sophomores on line with the 3 seniors that this Cherokee team has. There you see Kalinsky being helped off. And, sometimes you got to protect the player from himself because he wants to go. He wants to give everything he can for his team. But maybe it might be, Kalinsky might need to sit the rest of this one out just, to play it cautiously. A lot of these kids don't want to give up, don't want to give in. You're a senior, you want to be out there helping your team. But, at some point you got to be careful too.
2nd and 8, fake to Chartroff. The keeper from Birdie, and he'll be, oh, look at this. They keep going with it. Birdie has a first down, and he lost the ball. And if they're going to keep it alive that way, I think the Braves have it. No signal from anybody. Carney's got the ball. Nobody blew a whistle. It's Braves football.
Huge turnover at this stage of the game.
If you're going to hold the whistle to let that pile go forward like that, somebody went in there and stripped it, and I have no idea. Does Nick Penza have an angle on that one, Dave? Because that would tell us. The ground level would probably tell us.
I think it was Ezraku.
Oh, we got it. We got it
loose.
We got it. Let's see if we got it. So there's the pile. It's getting pushed. It's getting pushed.
See, Ezraku was kind of on top of him there, and I don't know if he just brought him down. Somebody else got in there and stripped it out, but it looked like he kind of helped pop it out of there.
Huge turnover, and there's Alexander breaking out and getting a first down. A carry of 14 yards with 3.5 to go. And we're going to look at the Cherokee sideline because Coach DeVise is going to have to call some timeouts, and he just called one.
See, did he call one here, or was it just a first down? They had to stop the clock to move the chains.
He did not call it. It looked like it. I was watching him, and it looked like he did. He went over to an official, but apparently he did not call a timeout.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would, but I guess he's going to try and save him here.
Yeah, why do it on a first down, right?
Yeah.
He'll do it now. At the 44-yard line. And the Braves are going to eat as much as they can of this one. Wait till 2 is on the play clock to snap it. And that is where we'll get the first time out after a gain of only a yard. Alexander, another carry. So Chiefs will have 2 timeouts left and 2:54 to go. What a turnover. And it couldn't come at a worse time for the Chiefs, their 4th of the night.
Huge. And really right now, Williamstown has to be wary and be smart. Don't hold that ball loosely. 2 hands on it as you're carrying it through the line. And, don't let anybody get in there and strip it out. And I think also live to make another play, right? Live for a next down. Don't try and be a hero. Don't get into that pile and, maybe try and pick up that extra yard and grind it out more, just go down. The clock is your friend here.
Yeah.
Use it, right? You just picked up a first down, so you're dealing with a fresh set here.
Darren Page.
Oh, fresh set. They had picked the first down the play prior, so now it's second. But still, you got that play clock run. Let it run.
2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Cherokee didn't call a timeout there after that play. So, yeah, 2 left apiece.
What kind of a run will this be? Because it's definitely not going to be a pass. Foreman keeps caught behind the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit from Davis Walker.
Cherokee, another timeout here, I believe, as the clock stops at 2:47.
Sophomore Walker came in with penetration, and that's a big loss. Timeout number 2 from the Chiefs. They've got 1 left.
Now it's a 3rd and long here, Chris. So for Williamstown, keeping the chains moving, keeping possession of the ball was kind of paramount. But now you want to just get a play that could get you some yards, slice into this 16, and then hopefully Boys Round can bang one away long again, get that great roll and bounce that he's been kind of patented for tonight.
They're planning like they're going to get the ball back.
Be sure to read all your post-game coverage.
And if they do, they call the timeout here. I don't know if I would, but yeah, I guess I would.
Here covering the game tonight.
Because you're going to leave your team out of timeouts, and you have to go probably 3/4 of the field. But that's just me foreshadowing. What do you think?
This is just really important for Williamstown, just to at least control the football. Don't turn it over.
And certainly don't throw it away. Oh, my goodness. Screen pass, Prunty, and it was read beautifully. The Chiefs all over it. Take your pick on defense. Lorenzo Lontoc able to make the stop in the backfield, and another loss and another timeout from the Chiefs. And they're out with 2:39 to go. So now a punt coming up. What do you want to say? Are you banging your head?
Well, here's the deal.
You're banging your head.
There's been some situations tonight where this Cherokee line has gotten close to blocking a couple of punts from Boys Round.
He's banging his head, folks.
So he's got. I'm just kind of like.
Go back to the Dave. Let's go back to the booth cam if you can, will you?
Just a little bit on the nervous side. I disappeared.
Ahead. You disappeared. Go back into it. That's that green screen we got. Where are you?
I don't know.
There you go. Good. All right, move in.
Cherokee calls.
There you go. Now, what were you doing? Show everybody at home what you were doing.
This.
You move it there. We'll fix that. Something with the camera. And I don't know if it's the backdrop we've got, but anyway, here we go.
Too much bandwidth.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not enough. Something like that. So Boys Round's got to get this away, and the 3 blockers in front of him are huge here. Because Cherokee's bringing the heat.
They're coming, but Boys Round got it away. And another bounce, and look at this. He's 3 for 3 on the bounces. All the way down to the 21-yard line, Quan. So, 2.5 minutes and
79.
Thank you. 79 yards.
I saw the wheels turning and I smelled smoke. I knew you locked up there.
I was actually
that wheel on the computer.
I was reaching for another breadstick. So we'll stay right here. The key, though, Cherokee out of timeouts. In high school football, the clock will stop momentarily on a first down. There is no 2-minute warning.
All right. So the message from the Williamstown defensive coaches and the D coordinator has to be keep everything in front of you. Nothing gets over your head, right? Keep everything in front of you.
Kalinsky is out again. So this is going to be all passes in my estimation. Birdie rolls out. First down. Now he's going to run for it. He's got some room. And he's tracked down from behind by Macbeth.
The clock continues to run here.
Yes,
the Chiefs cannot stop it.
Result of the carry is a Cherokee first down.
Oh, okay. I was going to say get the clock stop, but it's still but it was it was because they got the first down.
Birdie again, rolls out, same play, running it back, and this time he's popped after only 1.5 yards. Macbeth again, flag down.
Birdie on the keeper.
Could this be on Macbeth?
It's a flag down at the end of the play.
No, he thought it was on him, but it's against the Chiefs.
Get a look at him there at the end.
Oh, that's his hand. Nick, don't give you a hand right there. But they are stepping it back. It's against Cherokee. It's a holding penalty. So now 2:02 to go.
15-yard penalty against Cherokee.
15.
Still first
So
down.
basically, the yardage they picked up on the first couple of plays nullified, and now
-5.
Yeah.
So guess what, folks? Ball is back inside Cherokee 20, and instead of 79 yards to go, now they got a long way to go. Cherokee cannot stop the clock. They're out of timeouts. They will get the stop on a first down, which you just saw earlier. And the clock will move now on the whistle, and that's bad for them. Under 2 minutes to go. Birdie. Roll out. Fires far side, and it was deflected and incomplete. DeBar Giovanni on the sideline was his target. There were 3 Braves there.
Yeah, and really looked like Barber Giovanni wasn't even looking back for the pass there. He was still trying to get himself into some space.
Minute 50 to go.
It'll be second down and 25 for Cherokee.
So second and 25. And if you're Cherokee, you don't need to get all 25 at once. You know, you've got to be patient. You've got to just get positive yards. You've got 3 plays to get your 25 yards. And then go from there. There's still a lot of time. 150 can be a long time.
Birdie rolls out, sets, throws. Got Barber Giovanni. Third down and 10 coming up.
That's a good pickup and a smart play. Good throw.
Third down and 10 for Cherokee.
Towards the sideline where only his man could catch it. So well done there by Cherokee. Good execution. And again, Williamstown's got to just let all those things underneath happen. And just keep the ball in the field of play. Nothing over your head.
Gain of 15. Third down 10. As Mike mentioned, when you get it to a manageable third down, this is as manageable as you can get, considering that you were at second and 25. 3 wide receivers at the bottom. Birdie rolls out that way, lofts it up there, and it's picked up for the 3rd time. Josh Kwan bringing it back. Kwan still going, and he's down at the 12-yard line. That'll wrap it up. The 4th Williamstown, 5th Williamstown turnover. And we're probably going to get a flag for a celebration. But these kids, again.
Watch Quan read this. He was with the one man, and then he saw the ball, and he just pivoted back towards the other receivers and let the guy he was covering go, and then went to go get the ball. He read that nicely. I would have liked to have seen him get down a little bit sooner. You're running around carrying that thing. Just get down. We got the possession of the ball. They can't stop the clock. We're all set.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
We've got an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on who that is when we come back.
Check it out. Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lover's Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's going to be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza and new Ranch Lover's Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app.
New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share.
Mom! No!
And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only if
It was Caden Aponte who was the injured Chief being helped off the field. But they're celebrating here tonight in Williamstown, and why not? This defense, 4 fourth down stops, 3 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
And too early for that.
It's too early to think Christmas.
I know.
I'm like Buddy the Elf.
And with 1:34 to go, there's a kneel down, and Cherokee can do nothing about it. The Braves are going to get their 3rd win of the season and 2 in a row.
And the first season with 3 wins in a while.
And we're back home again next week.
Delsey.
The Crusaders come to town.
I believe, right? Yeah, I think so.
I think it is. Then we go to Kingsway.
Yeah.
So
for Cherokee, things don't get any easier for them. They've got
to do it one more time.
They've got to go to Millville. After that, they're home against Winslow. So for Cherokee, this is a tough loss. And it also, with some of the injuries tonight, things are looking kind of rough for the Chiefs.
And the crowd saluting their Braves, and why not? Impressive win for Williamstown as they win their 2nd in a row. And how about it? What they have been able to accomplish in the past couple of weeks with defense and trying to limit the unsportsmanlikes and keep the emotions in check. But Tyson Foreman, he writes another chapter in a solid quarterback season.
Yeah, he really was impressive tonight. Good decision making, ran the ball well. Of course, he's been throwing the ball great. It's just been a real good couple weeks for the Braves. Got to keep that momentum going now. You've got a very winnable game next week with Delsey. And hey, this win, you're talking playoffs at this point. Playoffs?
Playoffs. Tonight's game was produced and directed by David Virgilio. His brother Brian, of course, is the broadcast associate, statistician, scoreboard operator. Our cameras, Charles Hope, the best, and Nick Penza, executive producers of BFA Sports. Executive producers of BFA Sports are Jim G, Doug Stasic, and Bob Haydak. For the entire BFA Sports crew, I'm Chris Lozzi. For Mike Shute, thanks for joining us tonight. The Braves have won 2 in a row. They beat Cherokee 21-14. Delsey comes to town next Friday night. Good night, everybody.